Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. The outer and the inner world demands a boundary line to be drawn. What is out and what is in? See? There are dollars in my pocket. The camera is outside. Camera is inside the room. The car is outside. The car is inside the compound. The road is outside. Road is inside the North Island. The South Island is outside. New Zealand is inside the Pacific area. And Malaysia is outside. See? So in and out is always with reference to some point. See? And when we observe that the whole world where we experience joys and sorrows, they are always with reference to this concept in and out. So when somebody says, see, I have got a terrible wound. Where it is? On my toe. Show me. So we see, oh, it's a very bad wound. Go to the doctor. And the doctor will say, show where is your wound. We can show, and he will do whatever he wants to do. Then we go to another doctor called a psychiatrist. You know, there are three persons involved with the mind: psychiatrist, psychologist and psychotherapist. Psychologists construct the castles in the air. Psychotherapists go and hire that place to rent out. And the psychiatrists go and collect the rent. So we go to the psychiatrist and tell him, I am depressed. Show. Where it is? Can we show depression? Sir, it is in the mind. Come on, show where it is. It is in the mind, but I can't see that. See? So where is the mind? That also we can't tell. One boy asked me this question. Swamiji, I want to control my mind. Please tell me. I said, show me your mind. I can't show you. You tell me where is the mind. I said, okay, we'll do one experiment. I will ask you questions, don't reply. Answer them in your mind. 2 plus 2, 4 plus 4, 8 minus 8. What is the reply? 0. Where did you do these calculations? You did it in the mind. So you know where is your mind. Unless that, how can you do that? See. So when we talk about in and out, with reference to ourselves, we refer ourselves as inside the body. And whatever is not inside the body, that is outside. See. So you are on outside and I am inside. So all that is inside is I, and all that is outside is not I. See. And all that is I, we love. And all that is not I, we may or may not love. For example, somebody is your good friend. I love my friend, and the same person is not able to help us for whatever reason. So earlier 10 times he has helped, we forget that. And 11th time, he or she is not able to help us. Oh, he is the most useless person. You can't depend on him. See, this can happen with someone who is outside me, the not I. But when it comes to I, see, since how many years we are standing before the mirror? Right from childhood. Has any one of us oldies ever felt bored? Come on, the same face every morning, I'm fed up. No. When we stand before the mirror, whatever may be our age, oh, if there is total deforestation, so what? There is a beard. If the vision has gone, how does it matter? The hearing is still intact. See? I may not be able to lift huge weights, but I can lift papad and eat. In this manner, whatever is recognized as I is lovable. And whatever we do not recognize anything as I and label them as not I, then immediately the liking and the disliking begins. And when the liking and disliking begins, what happens? Evaluation starts. See, when we evaluate somebody, that evaluation is directly influenced by how much I, the insider, is benefited or at a loss. See, if I is benefited because of you, then the you is good. If the I is not benefited because of you, the you is bad. Think. So, what is the bottom line? Bottom line is, in an interaction between I versus not I, our attention is unknowingly on this I. So, we want the whole world to be according to our choice, according to our requirement, according to our likes. See, when I like something, and if that is available, oh, I am very happy. See, today we went with Ilango, so many places, and it was a lunch time. And then we had planned, we'll go home and then prepare sabudana khichdi, and we were only thinking about it. And when we went to one place and lovely food was available, and he has done a mistake. He says, Swamiji, will you mind taking food here? I said, no, I am very generous. When it comes to taking food, I can take anywhere. And then when we had a very sumptuous, nice meal, immediately, Elonga is very good. See, friends, our mind is such that when somebody is helpful to us, he or she is good. When somebody is not able to help us, he or she is bad. In this manner, when we interact with the world, that time we start evaluating the world. See, and the evaluation creates friends and enemies. And when friends and enemies are created, when the friend is in front of us, we are happy. When the enemy is in front of us, we are miserable. See what is happening? When we start evaluating the world outside, the repercussions are directly inside. See? And as a result, the load on our mind starts increasing. See? There are only two impressions on our mind, not third. One impression is liking. We like something. Second impression is disliking. We dislike something. See, like in your computer language, it is a binary language, is it not? So 0 and 1, 0 and 1. So what is 0? Absence. What is 1? Presence. So the whole world is perceived by us only in the form of something is present, something is absent. See, Like this, there are only two options in the computer language in the same manner. When we interact with the world, there are only two impressions gathered on our mind. One is that of liking, and the second is that of disliking. Now be very attentive. When you ask a child, hey, come on, take a glass of milk, it will make you healthy. I don't like milk. Then what do you like? I like coffee. Now you ask him, why you like coffee? Oh, I don't know, I like coffee. See? You ask him, why you don't like milk? I don't like milk. In short, for our likes and dislikes, there is no reason. Think. And what is our life? Is only under the influence of likes and dislikes. Therefore, if we are functioning under the influence of the likes and dislikes, our life is without any reason, without any logic. And when we don't have any reason and logic, we become argumentative. See? And when we become argumentative, what is an argument? To prove one standard point. See? Everybody says that the bird has two legs, and everybody has seen also. How come you are telling that a bird has only one leg? No, my bird has only one leg. See? Meri murgi ki ek hi टांग. See, friends, this is what is called as argumentativeness. Therefore, when we are functioning in the outer world, see what happens. Right from childhood it starts. See, I was in Switzerland, and one neighbor came to meet me with a child. I didn't know who is the child. And you can't ask even who is the child. Hi, only hi you do, and it's more than enough. So I was talking to the child, and I had prepared something, some khichdi or something. I was fed up of eating the bread and the butter and the jam. There was a traffic jam inside because of only bread, butter, I don't know how people eat continuously the same dirty stuff. There is no life in that, You bring it from the bakery, put it in the fridge, take it out and put it to that, what do you call, incinerator? What do you call that? Oh, it's called roaster? Toaster, okay. Actually, it's the incinerator. You put it into that and take it out and and apply some kind of bread and margarine and all that and eat. Aha! Prosperity, eating the dead food. So after eating for 3, 4, 5 days, 1 week, I was so disgusted. I said, let me have nice Indian curry food. So I prepared nice khichdi and all kinds of things, and the child was there. I said, hey, come on, give it a try, you will like it. I don't like it. I said, without eating, how can you decide you don't like it? No, I don't like it. So that lady who was with him, Swamiji, don't compel. It is against the law in this country. You cannot tell anything to anybody. So, okay. But why are you telling me? Right from childhood, we imagine that nurturing our personal likes and dislikes is the sign of prosperity. No, friends, it is a sign of foolishness. See, what is prosperity? Prosperity means you have got infinite choice. And what is the poverty? You have zero choice. Whatever food comes in front of you, eat that. I don't like. Who has asked you? Eat or don't eat. That's it. Now, as a result, you know what happens? When we live in such a mental atmosphere that we are promoting, we are justifying, and we are nurturing our personal likes and dislikes, slowly, the fissures on our mind about the likes and the dislikes, they become so deep. Thereafter, our whole life is only an expression of likes and dislikes. See, friends, there is one girl recently I met. got married, the only daughter of her parents, got married and went to USA. After 1 year she came, not even 1 year, she came back because I visited their house. She came back. I want to spend some time with Swamiji. And what was the problem? Problem was not me, therefore she came. She wanted to get away from the husband within 1 year. And then when we talk, Swamiji, I don't like his habits and all that. I said, who likes you first of all? I find out. See? Are you going to go and change like the bunions? See, when two people live together, there has to be 100% tolerance for each other. Then only two persons can stay together. See, Swamiji should have come and given me advice. I said, advice I can give before marriage. Don't get married. After marriage, I can only pray to the Lord, oh Lord, let there be peace and not pieces. See? Now why this happens? Because there is no tolerance at all. And therefore, when we are living in this world, interacting in this world, our attention should be, we are not developing the likes and dislikes very deeply in our life. So how to get out of these likes and dislikes? Accept the world as it comes before you. See, this technique I have followed in my life. Before I eat the food, because I have to eat food in somebody's house. I don't have a house, therefore no cooking. So whenever I go to somebody's house, before eating I say the food is good. What happens? Once I have said the food is good, naturally I have to eat it. I can't complain. And second benefit is, after eating the food, if I have to tell it is good, then I am telling lies. So what I do, first of all I say the food is good. You start with this note. Then you will see our likes and dislikes, they will not influence our mind. And getting freedom from these individual likes and dislikes is called as the spiritual practice. See? Please understand, likes and dislikes have no stability, no foundation. It is meaningless, it is an illusion. See? I'll give an example how to understand that this is an illusion. When we were children, we used to like so many games, isn't it? Some children used to like eating their own collar of the shirt. Because it is so tasty, all the, sweat is soaked in that. You don't have to add separately any salt. And you can keep on. Must be a dog in the last life, The same thing has come in this life. And when the same child is grown up, and you tell him, hey, as a child you used to eat the collar, now I give you a big coat, eat. And no, I don't like it. See? So what we used to like earlier, later we don't like. Means what? Our likes and dislikes do not have a firm foundation. They keep on changing. See? Second thing, what used to be our priorities earlier and what are our priorities now? They change. See? There is a girl in USA, when she got married, a Tamilian girl. So I was for their marriage also, and then when I went to USA, I stayed with them for some time. And she asked me, Swamiji, give me some advice. I said, no advice, no nothing, produce children. First priority. That is the first topmost priority, produce children. Swamiji, I said, don't talk to me. If you have anything other than this, I will not talk to you. Okay. Now, the husband said, what is the hurry? We'll think about it after 5 years. So I became a villain in their life. But she said, no, my Swamiji told me, baby first, everything later. So with all kind of things. Finally, they were blessed with a child. And when they were blessed with a child, the husband, who was thinking me to be villain in their life, he came and told me, Swamiji, thank you so much. Now I understand. The orientation of my life has completely changed. Earlier, only two of us. And therefore, I versus you versus I. You said like this, I said like that. Only every day, Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre, Samaveda, Yutsava, constant fighting and nothing else. See? Because there is no other topic. See, friends. And when a child comes, now both of them suffer because of the common factor. See? And when they suffer because of the common factor, they become sympathetic to and that is called as post-parental love. The moment you become father and mother, your attitude toward life changes. See? See, friends, it is so important when we are living in this world, be extremely aware that whether we are under the influence of our personal likes and dislikes, or we are living what is right or what is wrong. Likes and dislikes are not important. Right and wrong is important. See? If right and wrong becomes the foundation of our life, will we ever think of leaving each other and leaving the children at the mercy of the God? See? Therefore, when we are functioning in this world, right from the childhood, let us be clearly careful that we are not developing likes and dislikes. And what are these likes and dislikes? Which are on zero foundation, because they have no reality. They are mere appearances. See? What is an appearance? Which appears but is not. See? Take an example. The other day, somebody was talking to me and wanted to know about, Swamiji, how to purify the mind. I said, get rid of the likes and dislikes. How to do that? I was doing ironing of my lungi. I said, look here, first of all, you start removing likes and dislikes. Clean the table. The ironing table, there is a lot of kachra on that. Oh, but every day it becomes kachra, so why to remove? See the logic. I said, no, you have to remove it 100 times. It will be dirty, you have to remove it immediately. So, when she was removing it, I said, now what will you do with that? I'll throw in the garbage. She threw in the garbage. I said, now come here. She came. I said, now what is on my lungi? Nothing. I said, again, see carefully. Oh, there are only wrinkles. I said, very good. There are wrinkles? Yes. Now, I'll move a hot iron box, and all those wrinkles, I'll bring it near the edge of the table, and you take them and throw them away. Where do the wrinkles go when we move an iron box on the cloth? Where do they go? Nowhere. But they were there. Be very attentive. They were there. Then what were they? They were existing in their own absence. They were merely appearances. Like, this bag is on the table, in the same manner, the wrinkles were not on the cloth. Then the same cloth was appearing to be wrinkled. Exactly this is what happens. The likes and dislikes, they are merely appearances. They have no meaning. And why these likes and dislikes come? Because of no reason and no logic. See, friends. And that is why when we are living in this world, let us stop evaluating the world. When we evaluate the world, how do we evaluate the world? Good and bad. And what is the criteria? Whatever I like is good, whatever I don't like is bad. See, keep a bottle of whiskey on the table. This is just an example. I am not going to keep. Don't expect anything. So keep a bottle of whiskey on the table. Now the one who is a liquid spiritualist, liquid spiritualist means who empties the bottle and fills in the drum. It's called a liquid spiritualist. When he will look at the bottle, he will be so happy. Swamiji, you are really spiritual. Come on, let us start. See? And if somebody is a teetotaler, teetotaler? He who takes black tea. Totally tea. Not even milk in that. A teetotaler. If somebody is teetotaler, he will see that bottle in front of me, he will start disliking me. I don't know what kind of Swami he is, Swamis are normally not supposed to drink in public. Immediately, object remains the same. But one person looks at it according to his inner makeup. Therefore, it is necessary that when we are interacting with the world, let us stop labeling and evaluating anything or anybody in this world. One of the most important things. I'll give an example about it. This happened in Pittsburgh, US. My host, rather hostile. The host is a masculine gender. The wife of the host is called as hostile. Then the question comes, what about children? Hostilities. So the hostile was, taking me somewhere, and like here, suddenly it started snowing. And it became so cold, and I was having nothing except my lungi and shirt. Not even socks and wooden slipper. It was so cold. She says, Swamiji, you will die like this. Let's go and buy some warm things. So we went to a nearby shop, got the overcoat and socks and the draw pants and everything, and cap and all that. And we went home. So when we went home, they have two daughters. So the elder daughter said, Swamiji, you are looking damn cute. I said, shut up, not looking. I am, right? Looking cute. Then, did mom buy it for you? I said, no. Then, my Lord Krishna bought it for me. Oh, come on, don't bring that damn thing again and again. What is this? Krishna, Krishna, why you bring him? I said, I will talk to you after I get in. Sit near the fire, we'll eat something, then I will talk. So when we little warmed up, I said, look here, today your mother has done something good to me. Therefore, I will call her that she is a very nice lady and I will be attached to her. She will repeat it 100 times. My attachment towards her will increase. And 101st time, she is not able to do it for whatever reason. Suddenly, she will become a bad person and I will start disliking her. Net result is, I have spoiled my mind. See, friends, live in this world in such a manner that we have to take care of our mind, because that is the instrument through which we are interacting with the world. Therefore, in the outer world, we must not evaluate anybody. And how do we evaluate? By, first of all, the utilitarian approach. How much somebody is useful to me or something is useful to me. Second thing, we start evaluating by giving labels. See, the moment we stop this, what happens is our mind remains at peace and without any like and dislike. See, therefore, friends, in the outer world, when we interact, evaluation is a disease. And when we are infected by the virus of evaluation, inside there are convulsions and there is a turmoil. On the contrary, when we interact in the outer world intelligently, then inside there is peace. There is no disturbance. There is no reaction. Like in case of the allergy, where you get something allergy to the skin allergy, etc., we keep on scratching, it becomes red. In the same manner, the mental allergy is when we come in contact with the world, we start evaluating, we start labeling, and we start spoiling our own mind. See, friends. Therefore, the conclusion will be, we interact with the world, but our attention is that we are not precipitating likes and dislikes on our mind. How important it is. Now the second step. When we are not aware of this, with every additional like and dislike, there is a dent or a feature formed on the mind. See, the liking and disliking is common for everything. I like tea. I like flowers. I like you. I like New Zealand. I like India. I like sleeping. I like arguments. See, that liking is a common denominator. It is not separate from object to object, place to place, time to time, or action to action. It is common. So with every liking, we create a dent or a feature on our mind. Same thing is the case with the disliking. And when we are driving the car and there are speed breakers, it comes. In the same manner, with a mind which is full of likes and dislikes, it can never smoothly interact with the world. And that disturbed interaction with the world is called as loss of peace and misery. See, those of you who have traveled in India earlier, now the things are totally different. We used to travel when we were small. There used to be only no AC compartments, 3-tier compartments, and you get into that. And there is a lot of rush. And everybody is fighting with everybody. And then questioning. Ticket kharida hai kya? Have you purchased the ticket? The other fellow will say, is it your daddy's car? All kinds of argument, all continue. And then the train is sthita pragya. It keeps on moving, cut. And after some time you get settled. And terrible heat, May, June, July, August. And once the car starts moving, then the containers open. Indians are known for opening the containers and filling the stomach. So they will open the container. Whenever I had traveled, I have always prayed to the Lord. Oh Lord, let be the companion in my compartment be either a Surati Gujarati or a Marwadi or a Sindhi. See, one of the three. Because when they come, their major luggage is food. So, when you sit there and then what you allow, then food is exchanged and eaten and all that. When your stomach becomes full, naturally blood flow is directed here, and there is a scarcity of blood in the head, if there is. Then you start getting drowsy and the train's lullaby start. And when everybody is sleeping, my feet go in somebody's lap. No objection. Somebody's hand comes in my pocket. No objection. There, all the differences have dissolved. See, in deep sleep, what exactly happens? All the differences are dissolved. And when the differences are dissolved, it is not they are not there, they are there, but they are no more influencing us. What is the net result? We are at peace. We are happy. If we are able to live the same quality of life what we experience in deep sleep. When we are awake, then we are evolving inside. See, in the deep sleep, we are happy with what? With wife, with child, with the property, with the profession, with the success, with the name, with the fame, nothing. Because in the deep sleep, we are neither a husband, nor wife, nor son, nor daughter, nor rich, nor poor, nor healthy, nor unhealthy, nor New Zealander, nor Indian. We are Mr. Nobody. And when we are Mr. Nobody, we are topmost happy. So what is the evolution inside? The inner evolution is this. We are constantly carrying the load of Mr. Somebody on our mind. So when we are interacting outside, and if we are aware that we are not developing likes and dislikes, then slowly, the evaluation of the world drops. We don't evaluate anybody or anything. See? Just our mind is thereafter like a mirror. What is a mirror? A mirror reflects everything, rejects nothing, and also retains nothing. Such a person is ever in the utter present. And when we live in the utter present, the mind carries no load. See, friends, like the wrinkles on the lungi, memories are exactly like that. They have no stuff in them. See, when you delete your emails from your laptop, every day in the cyberspace, has anybody seen cyberspace? How many gigabytes of data is stored? And when somebody deletes it, suddenly it falls on New Zealand. What happened? Data has fallen. See, when you add data to your laptop, does it become heavy? Yaar, bada heavy hai, bahut data hai. No. Then where is that? In the same manner, our impressions on the mind, in the form of the likes and dislikes, they are only a virtual reality. Let us not give importance to the virtual reality. They have no stamina. They are today, tomorrow they may not be there. See, and for that, the technique is, when we are interacting with the world, let us be careful what is happening in our mind. See, yoginaha karma kurvanti sangam tyaktva atma shuddhaye. Bhagavad Gita tells, a wise man is living in this world not for improving the world, but for his own purification. See, when we do something for somebody, we have already evaluated that person. Like, we parents have this notion, I am doing so much for my children. So, there are children in this world who don't have parents. They never grow, you know that? One day I saw a man, 35 years, only this much. I said, hey man, I saw you 35 years before. How come you are the same? No parents, so I have stopped growing. Will it ever happen? Everybody grows on their own. But ahankara vimudhatma kartaham iti manyate. We have this wrong notion. Because of us, the whole world is running. See, there was a bullock cart carrying a lot of load, summer months, and the cart driver was sitting on the bullock cart slowly going. After going for 10-20 kilometers, he took the cart aside near a tree and then unyoked the bullocks, tied them, gave them water and something to eat. And that time there was a dog which was walking below that bullock cart in the shade of the bullock cart. And when the bullock cart stopped, he started panting. Why are you panting, Mr. Dog? Why are you panting? When you will carry such a bullock, heavy load, then you will understand. He was not carrying at all. See, our intelligence is like that fool. He was riding on a camel. and lot of stuff. And he felt love and pity and compassion for the camel. Oh, poor camel, carrying such a heavy load, and me also, let me help him. So he lifted one bag of rice and put it on his head, so that the camel is relieved of the weight. Our condition is exactly like this. See, friends. Therefore, when we do anything in this world, number one principle, we are absolutely unwanted furniture in this world. Please come to cognize this. Then see what a joy it is. We are unnecessarily carrying the load. That without us the world cannot move. See? And as a result, we have already taken for granted that the world needs improvement, the world needs change. And who is the one who is effecting the change? Of course, I. See, in this world, so many saviors have come and they were all shaved off. The world is exactly the same. There is no change whatsoever. See, Krishna came and went. What has happened? Rama came and went. What has happened? So many so-called prophets have come and gone. What has happened? This world has always been like this. There is nothing new in this world. See, one person asked me this question. Swamiji, you are a devotee of Krishna. I said, yes. When is your Krishna coming? Because he said, yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyam. Whenever there is a need, I shall incarnate myself. Now what more he is waiting for? Can there be any worse time in the history of humanity than today? He should come. I said, look here. Earlier, this world was not that bad. I don't think. Okay. Later, this world will not be that bad. I don't think. Okay. Earlier, you were there. No. Later, you will be there. No. Now you are there. Yes. Therefore, the world is bad. See, friends, the world is good or bad as we are. And what is the good and bad? It is nothing but our inner poise. All the great masters who lived in this world, they have never complained even once about the world. They have only loved the world. They have served the world. They have not improved the world. See, friends, it is our need. And when we work with this attitude in life, that whatever we are doing, the world doesn't need us. It is our necessity. Then our inner evolution begins. See? And what is the evolution? Now this is another very important point. Please catch it. Many of us ask this question that Swamiji, when I am normal, there is no problem. But whenever I sit for meditation, there are too many terrible thoughts. What should I do? Don't think. What is there for you to don't think? The thoughts come again and again. What should I do? Don't meditate. No, meditation also I want to do. Thoughts also should not come. Then what should I do? Start chemical meditation. One boy asked me this question in Bombay. He got into the train, I was sitting in the train, and he said, Swamiji, I am in a hurry, next station I am getting, can you tell me something quickly about meditation? I said, when your station comes, you tell me, I will tell you quickly. He said, now my station has come, tell quickly. I said, jump outside, go to the chemist, buy the sleeping pills, not a bottle but a tin, and empty the tin inside. You will be permanently in meditation. And this is called as chemical meditation. See, friends, we only complain that there are too many thoughts, but we don't investigate. See, inner evolution means no more complaints, no more questions. You find out the answers. Normally, we want pre-digested, assimilated food. See, who will digest it again? So, are there pre-digested, assimilated food which can be given intravenous? So, I don't have to even digest. No. You find out why there are so many thoughts rather than asking anybody. Then we will come to know that whenever we have become somebody, the thoughts come. Come to discover this principle. We will do the experiment right away. We are learning evolution, inner evolution. Sit quiet, close your eyes, and whatever role I want you to play, play that role as a meditator and see what happens. Now, according to your gender, become father or mother and see what thoughts come in your mind. Stop. According to your gender, become husband or wife. See what thoughts come in your mind. According to your gender, become son or daughter. Stop. Now, irrespective of your gender, be Mr. Nobody. Stop. Open your eyes. When you became mother, father, husband, wife, son, daughter, there were corresponding thoughts. And when you remain as Mr. Nobody, no thoughts. So what is the evolution? Evolution is a journey from Mr. Somebody to Mr. Nobody. And the load of somebody is so much on our head. We are not only one somebody. We are a poultry farm. You know, in a poultry farm, the house is only one, big one. But inside, cock, 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 cock. In the same manner, inside it goes on. See? What is that? We are non-stop talking to ourselves. This is another practice you try. Stop talking to yourself. See? Why will you talk? So when we talk to ourselves, we call ourselves as, I am very sentimental. Because we talk to ourselves, nobody listens. But when we talk to ourselves and others also listen, then we are called as mental. So first of all, we become sentimental, and when we are overpowered by sentimentality, then we become mental. See? Recently I met somebody, and I asked him, I said, hey, I'll ask you some straight away blunt question, okay? If you want to reply, reply. If you don't want to reply, you say, sorry, I will not mind. I said, do you talk to yourself loudly when you are in your own room, when there is nobody around? Swami, how do you know? I said, don't ask me a question. You reply my question. Yes, this happens. Many times it happens. When I am in my room, I keep on talking to myself. And when suddenly my wife enters, I get frightened. Okay, what, to whom you are talking on phone? Yes, I was talking on phone. But actually, I keep on talking to myself. Friends, it becomes a habit afterwards. And how it becomes? Because we are not aware that we are becoming somebody or the other non-stop. And how we become somebody or the other? When we relate ourselves with something or somebody. See, When I relate myself with my husband, I become a wife. When I relate myself with my wife, I become a husband. When I relate myself with the children, I become a parent. In this manner, all relational interactions create Mr. Somebody. See, and these somebodies are making us extremely miserable. See, and when we are miserable, we don't want to learn from our own experiences, then we go to the psychiatrist. In US, after my lecture, one of the person attending, she was a psychiatrist. She said, Swamiji, I have been listening to you for last 1.5 hours. What you are talking and all that, it is exactly the same way as we deal with our psychiatrist patients. So what is the difference between you and me? I said, there is a possibility that one day you may become a patient. But I won't. You know, there were 2 psychiatrists. And when they both retired, one of them became a patient, another did not. So the one who became a patient, he asked the one who did not become patient to him, hey, how come we were having the same profession and I have reduced myself to a patient, and how come when the patients were constantly talking and you were listening, how come you are not affected? He said, who was listening? They were talking. I was not listening. You were unnecessarily listening. See, friends, I said exactly our and your and my profession is same. When you listen to your patients, you will become mad. Similarly, I go on talking to the people, and if I imagine that people listen to me, I will become mad. I don't expect that. Then why do I talk? Time pass. See, valuable commodity is our peace of mind. See, and that our peace of mind can come only when we stop becoming somebody. See? Then how to live in this world? Play your role. See? If you are before your children, become disciplinarian. Don't do like that. No. Keep on scolding them. If you are before wife, both the places only playing the role, that's all. See? And when you just start playing the roles, you are at peace. And everybody will say, oh, he is very good. See, my husband is so sweet and loving, you know. Every day when he comes from outside, he brings a flower for me. But I am surprised. Every day the flower is exactly the same. I don't know how he does it. But he does bring flower for me. Then you ask hubby, hey, what is the secret? Secret, the same flower she puts, I pick it up again and recycle it. See, you don't have to love, but you can simply say, be happy this way. See, friends, so interact with the world without evaluation, labeling, and evolve inside by starting your journey as Mr. Somebody and end up as Mr. Nobody. See the joy. But what happens? We carry the load of somebody all the time. See? In the office, we were disgusted, kicked, frustrated, and with that frustrated personality comes home. And the child doesn't know all these things. Before going to office, the mood was good. So the child said, Dad, should we go for a movie? Yes, darling, in the evening we'll go for a movie. Now he went to the office and worked and suffered a lot and comes in the evening. Does he remember what he has told his child? But the child remembers. Baba, let us go for the movie. You promise. Now why? Who is becoming angry? Papa, the frustrated fellow in the outside, he is becoming angry. We mix up the issues. Let the office be in the office, home be at home. But what we do? We carry the homework in the office and bring the office to the home. This I learned from one girl. When I went to their house, that dad was yet to come, and I was, playing some games or something with the children. And when the father came, the girl said, Swamiji, filaria patient has come. What filaria patient? I looked, the father has come, and the servant has brought dozens of files with him. And she said, now Papa will open his office at home. So when he is in the office, he is thinking about the home. When he is in the home, he is thinking about the office. Both the places not sincere. And then we say, oh, life is very difficult. See, friends, play your role perfectly wherever you are, and the moment the role is over, immediately change. See, all the time we don't have to remain extremely serious. Many people have forgotten to smile because they are carrying the load of the whole universe on their head. Have you seen a picture of Hercules with a smile on the face? He who is carrying the globe, can he smile? A laughing Buddha has nothing, so he is ha ha. And Hercules, see, carry unnecessary load. Therefore, evolution inside means journey. And this journey is from Mr. Somebody to Mr. Nobody. And when we come to this point of Mr. Nobody, you will see thereafter life is fun. See? We had a retreat in Melbourne recently, and the topic of that retreat was fundamentals of life. And what is the fundamentals? When your fundamentals are clear, life is a fun. Fundamentals. If your fundas are not clear, life is mental. So we have to choose. Do we have clear fundamentals of life? And what are the clear fundamentals of life? We function in the outer world without evaluation labeling. And we grow, evolve inside. And what is the inside growth? We are playing the various roles according to the need at a given time and place. Then after the role is over, reject it and be Mr. Nobody. See, we will not carry the load of so many somebodies on our head. And such a person is ever cheerful, happy, and in the utter present. He is no more carrying any load. And when you are in the utter present, be very attentive. Then you start enjoying small little things. We can be happy in silly things. See? For we grown-ups, we require a big reason to be happy. And for the kids, they are happy on very silly things. One example I'll give you and conclude. There was, one lecture in Bombay in some society, and the name of the society was Vaikuntha Society. So when all of them were sitting, I said, hey Vaikuntha Vasio. So Vaikuntha means the heaven. So those who are dead and they go to the heaven, they are called as Vaikuntha Vasi. I said, hey Vaikuntha Vasio, I started. And there were many, 70 not out, 80 not out, 85 not out, very big crowd. And when my lecture was going on, there was one small child like this thing. It was a big stage. This side about 10 steps, this side 10 steps, and I was sitting on the dais. And the child saw the steps. He must have learned recently how to climb the step and get down the step. He got opportunity. So he came and started climbing the steps slowly, slowly. He went up there and he was so happy I could do it. He looked at everybody. Can you see? I could climb the steps. Then without taking any support, he was slowly getting down. And again he was doing like this thing. And there was 178 not out. He got up and started scolding the child. Hey, why are you doing that? Stop it. No, the child is happy. Why are you miserable? So I told him, I said, sir, are you jealous of him? There are steps here also. You can Can't we be happy over silly things? See, if we can be happy over silly things, we have grown spiritually. That is called as evolution inside. Otherwise, even if somebody takes a screwdriver and turns in our armpit, and yet we don't laugh. Why grown-up people, spiritual people? That is not spirituality. See, friends, it is only the human beings which are created by God who have the capacity and the possibility of a smile. See, except the Disneyland cartoons, have you seen any buffalo crossing and looking at other buffalo and giving a wink and smile? See? So if we refuse to smile, God will change his mistake. In your next life, you will be lifted out and put into swine flu. You don't have to smile, you don't have to do anything all the time. Eat and breathe and breathe and eat. That's it. The real fulfillment of life is this. When we are evolved, we are happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.